Howdy, howdy, howdy. Welcome to Jerry Mack and Friends Live. That was Melissa Pedagano. Here is Susan Hudson Carmen.
I remember wearing straight leg Levi's, flannel shirts even when they weren't in style. I remember singing with Roy Rogers at the movies when the West was really wild. I was listening to the Opry when all of my friends were playing rock and roll and rhythm and blues. Yeah, I was country when country wasn't cool. I remember circling the drive-in, pulling up and turning down George Jones. I remember when no one was looking, I was pouring peanuts in my coat. I took a lot of kidding, 'cause I never did give in. Now look at everybody trying to be what I was then. Oh, I was country when country wasn't cool. Yeah, I was country when country wasn't cool. Yeah, I was country from my hat down to my boots. Oh, I still act and look the same. Oh, what you see ain't nothing new. Yeah, I was country when country wasn't cool. Yeah, I was. They call us country bumpkins for sticking to our roots. Yeah, I'm glad we're in a country where we're all free to choose. I was country when country wasn't cool. Oh, I was country when country wasn't cool. Yeah, I was country from my hat down to my boots. Yeah, I still act and look the same. Oh, what you see ain't nothing new. Yeah, I was country when country wasn't cool. Oh, I was country when country wasn't cool. Oh, yeah. That's me.
That was Susan Hudson Carman. Here is Maria Williamson.
Well, I changed today. When I met an angel like you, oh, the feeling like I had new life. What people can do to open your eyes when you're walking in the light of His Word. If I sing here, I'll sing there. I'll sing here, I'll sing there. Sing for the grace of God. Ooh. When I saw your hands fill the lake, it was dry as a bone. You filled it as I prayed on my knees, walking in the light of His Word. if I sing here, I'll sing there. If I sing here, I'll sing there. For the grace of God. But I've changed today. Me and Jeremy were sitting on the stairs, and we were there. I told them the rain would stop and they could play if we prayed to God, and He stopped the rain right there. Oh my God, oh, and if I sing here, I'll sing there. If I sing here, I'll sing there. Sing for the grace of God. Ooh, and if I sing here, I'll sing there. We're walking in the light of His word. If I sing here, I'll sing there. If I sing here, I'll sing there. Sing for the grace of God. For we were walking in the light of His word. Sing for the grace of God. I want to be by His side. So I sing for the grace of God. And if I sing here, I'll sing there. If I sing here, I'll sing there. Sing for the grace of God.
One thing.
Hello,
My
Tracy
little
Bigbert.
girl asked me,
Mama, how do I keep my wings?
as I responded, God could take you at any given moment without a clue. As she sit there on the street curb, writing her name with the stick. I don't know where came a speeding car. Didn't see my baby sitting there. As I knelt over her, you could hear the angels singing. You wanna go with me to the other side, where the grass is green and the mountains are snowy white? You wanna go with me to the other side, where the oceans are blue in this heavenly light? I held my little girl as she looked me in the eye. She said,
Mama, I got my wings. Do you wanna go with me to the other side, where the grass is greener and the mountains are snowy white. Won't you go with me to the other side, where the oceans are bluer in this heavenly light?
Here is Tracy Bickford and Imran Ahmed.
Our love, it ain't no candle burning low, some lonely window. Oh no, our love, it ain't no gentle breeze blowing through the trees like in a dream. It burns through your veins and you can feel it. The wind is insane, yeah, it's as real as it gets. If you see the galaxy, that's you and me, 'cause we keep getting higher above. That's what keeps happening to our love. There ain't no stopping it. Your heart is my destiny. You are the rest of me. There ain't no way, no one could ever keep us apart, not even in our darkest days. So come what may, don't get close to the fire. All of our desires gonna melt you away. It burns through your veins and you can feel it. A hurricane, yeah, it's as real as it gets. If you see the galaxy, that's you and me, 'cause we keep getting higher above. That's what keeps happening to our love. There ain't no stopping it. Your heart is my destiny, 'cause you are the rest of me.
Here are the Swansons.
We got the top rolled down and we're moving real fast.
Getting high on like a little low on gas.
To a 9 to 5 without a minute to spare. real is like. Bam, I meet ya. Bam, I treat ya to a bottle of wine and a dance, and the next thing, it's a true romance. It's like, bam, we're leaving, and believing that we're right on the verge of a plan that we don't need to understand. Bam. Turn at an already stopped light.
We could have gone straight, probably should have turned right.
But a new direction wouldn't lead us astray.
Our trust ain't got enough to find our way.
We're not out on the road hungry looking for gold. We are searching our souls and know that we're not in control, but we're ready to go. Hell, we're already gone. It's like, bam, I meet ya. Bam, I treat ya to a bottle of wine and a dance, and the next thing, it's a true romance. It's like, bam, we're leaving, and believing that we're right on the verge of a plan that we don't need to understand. Bam. I've got a new perspective from the passenger side.
I love that you keep letting me drive.
Well, I'm so damn lucky to have taken this path.
Follow the signs, read and live, love, laugh.
When I shook your hand and we both fell in love and we started a band, we knew that as long as we're strong enough, faith that our song will go far as we wanna go. Bam, I meet ya. Bam, I treat ya to a bottle of wine and a dance, and the next thing, it's a true romance. Is like, bam, we're leaving, and believing that we're right on the verge of a plan that we don't need to understand. It's like, bam, I meet ya. Bam, I treat ya to a bottle of wine and a dance, and the next thing, it's a true romance. It's like, bam, we're leaving, and believing that we're right on the verge of a plan that we don't need to understand.
That was the Swansons. Hello, Brad. Good to see you. Matter of fact, good to see all of you. Excuse the delay. I'm having a little technical problem here, but I'll straighten it out real quick. I'll promise you that. It won't take me long. Want to say hello to Alex Eddy and Tony McKinnon and anyone else that's listening out there. We're streaming to the world at different places on the internet, including YouTube, including Facebook, different places at Facebook, at Twitch, and at other places. And we appreciate you tuning in, regardless of where you're listening from or what platform you're using to listen to us on. We appreciate it very much. Seems like I'm still having a little technical problem, but hold on. I'm working on it. If you want to text chat with me while the show's going on, you need to be at Jerry Mack and Friends Country Music Group at Facebook, because that's where I am and I can't be in but one place at a time. Here is my friend Tracy Bickford with 2 songs in a row.
I'll tell you, if you want to know a thing or two, don't ask someone from Timbuktu. They don't know me, they'll lie to you. Gossip is the devil's curse. If you must know, then ask me first. It ain't a lie, it ain't rehearsed. Straight up like it is. Straight from the bottle is how I like my whiskey. I'm running full throttle. Rowdy bars, I like getting tipsy. Don't take me down this one horse town. I would take you right down with me. They all stop and stare, point and laugh at the clothes I wear. They say I ain't all there, 'cause I never made it back from the Woodstock Fair. Straight from the horse's mouth, from somewhere else it'll all go south, or east or even west. It's anybody's guess. Gossip is the devil's curse. If you must know, then ask me first. It ain't a lie, it ain't rehearsed. Straight up like it is. Straight from the bottle is how I like my whiskey. I'm running full throttle. If you think you're gonna miss me, I like steel guitars, rowdy bars. I like getting tipsy. Don't take me down this one horse town. I would take you right down with me. That's right. Is lying, lies are just a joke. What you're saying, no one's buying. You're just blowing smoke. 'Cause I drink straight from the bottle. How I like my whiskey. I'm running full throttle. If you blink, you're gonna miss me. I like steel guitars, rowdy bars. I like it tipsy. Don't take me down this one horse town. I would take you right down with me. Straight from the bottle is how I like my whiskey. I'm running full throttle. Becky got married when they were way too young. Mom and Dad weren't happy till they brought home their grandson. Then the years went by so fast. Becky's heart derailed on that dreadful day. Sammy got that letter in the mail. The angels took Becky in the fall of 91. Her parents came from far away to raise the little one. All the love they tried to give him couldn't keep him satisfied, so he wrote himself a letter that would make a grown man cry. Dear Mr. President, hello, my name is Sam. I know my daddy had to go, but it messed up all our plans. All the hunting and the fishing trips just got put on hold, so I need your help to find him, 'cause I'm only 8 years old. Sammy waited patiently for that day to come, that someone would read his letters and let his dad come home. But the years went by so fast. Sammy said I do, and they had theirself a little boy. They named him Sam too. Dear Mr. President, hello, my name is Sam. Just looking for my dad again to tell him of our plans. All the hunting and the fishing trips that we're gonna go on. I wish he could be here. I just want him to know. Sammy tried his hardest to be a loving dad, to give them all the things in life that he never had. But his biggest fear was not being there. It made him reminisce about all of the plans with his dad he had to miss. No one ever answered his letters, but he didn't know what else to do. Even if anybody knows he's looking for a man he barely knew. Dear Mr. President, hi, it's me, Sam. Well, I've been writing for some time about a certain man. I know that you're real busy, and I'm a patient man, but I never got an answer. I just don't understand. 3 years of planning, they broke 9 soldiers free. A prison outside of Baghdad, they said on Sam's TV. Sam, he didn't waste no time. He bolted out the door. He just wanted to see if one of them was the one he'd been looking for. The president was proud of the fine job they had planned. He brought Sam along with him to meet the 9 brave men. They were all in bad condition. There was one that could barely stand. He held out his hand and with a trembling voice he says, "Hello, my name is Sam."
Well, that was my friend Tracy Bickford. Here's my friend from England, Alex Eddy, and he's here at Jerry Mack and Friends Country Music Group with us right now.
our destiny. Life is a journey, destination no. You cannot choose which way you go. Choose the way, the truth and the life. You will not know true meaning of life. And it's time like these we can reflect on love. Man is just not flesh and blood. And a time like these we can reflect on life. He has a maker and a destiny.
Well, aren't you really something, standing there so tall? You think you're really special when you make me feel so small. You make me sad, you make me mad, the way you cheat and lie. You never seem to care at all when you make me cry. For all the times you stayed out late with your rowdy crowd and bragged to all your friends when you were feeling oh so proud. Then toss your head and shift the blame and drink and run your mouth. To me we're good for just one thing, for crying out loud. But now the tables all have turned, your back's against the wall. I won't be there to hear you when you're sneaking up the hall. You'll feel so bad that I'm so glad, and probably wonder why. I'll be the one who's laughing when I say my last goodbye. 'Cause I'll be out there on the town with your rowdy crowd and bragging to your friends how leaving made me feel so proud. I'll toss my hair and sip more wine and probably run my mouth while you stay at home for just one thing, for crying out loud. You'll be the one at home alone, for crying out loud.
That was Alicia Summers McLeod. Here is yours truly, Jerry Mack. How many arms have held you and hated to let you go? How many, I wonder, but I really don't want to know. How many lips have kissed you and set your soul aglow? How many, I wonder, but I really don't want to know. So always make me wonder, always make me care. And even if I ask you, darling, don't compare. Just let it remain your secret. 'Cause darling, I love you so. No wonder, I wonder, but I really don't want to know.
I stood on the mountain looking down on its beauty. Wondered how in the world I felt so much pain. I knew in my heart I did my best to please you. So what made you throw our love away?
That was my Canadian friend, Dale Patco, written by Tammy Mastera, Daniel Smith, and Dale Patco. Here is Sarah Louise.
Heart beats fast, colors and promises. How to be brave? How can I love when I'm afraid to fall? But watching you stand alone, all of my doubt suddenly goes away somehow. One step closer. I have died every day waiting for you. Darling, don't be afraid. I have loved you for 1,000 years. I'll love you for 1,000 more. Time stands still, beauty in all she is. I will be brave. I will not let anything take away what's standing in front of me. Every breath, every hour has come to this. One step closer. I have died every day waiting for you. Darling, don't be afraid. I have loved you for 1,000 years. I'll love you for 1,000 more. And all along I believed I would find you. Time has brought your heart to me. I have loved you for 1,000 years. I've loved you for 1,000 more. One step closer. One step closer. I have died every day waiting for you. Darling, don't be afraid. I have loved you for 1,000 years. I'll love you for 1,000 more. And all along I believed I would find you. Time has brought your heart to me. I have loved you for 1,000 years. I'll love you for 1,000 more.
That was Sarah Louise. Here is Corey Phillips.
This next song I had the pleasure of writing with my good buddy Gerald Smith. And when we went in to write it, I said, you know, I was taking a right turn and then left, and he goes, yeah. He said, let's write this. She took a right turn when she left. And I said, yeah, that's what we need to write. And that's what this song is about. Ladies, it's all for you. Don't be afraid to leave that feller who doesn't treat you right. She put up with his drinking, put up with his stealing, put up with his cheating too. She put off her leaving, kept right on believing, and hoping he might change his tune. Finally she put up with all she could, got the nerve to tell him goodbye. Now she's doing better, knows without a doubt she did the right thing, leaving him behind. Took a right turn when she left, gave her heart and soul to Jesus, he took care of the rest. Now she knows her leaving was all for the best. She took a right turn when she left. Now she's living in a log house with a split rail fence and a husband who loves her so. Sweet little babies running around to hug and cuddle all day long. Instead of drinking, lying and cheating, she loves a man who loves her back. She don't have one single regret about leaving that hurt in the past. She took a right turn when she left, gave her heart and soul to Jesus, he took care of the rest. Now she knows her leaving was all for the best. She took a right turn when she left. She took a right turn when she left, gave her heart and soul to Jesus, he took care of the rest. Now she knows her leaving was all for the best. She took a right turn when she left. Now she knows her leaving was all for the best. She took a right turn when she left. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
That was Corey Phillips. Here is Tracy Bigford.
Never will forget the way I felt that cold and foggy day. Yeah. Mama come to me with tears in her eyes. Hardly understood a word she'd say. All I heard was 5 kids, 25 years out the window. Then her tears flowed. Daddy got tired of the same old routine. Took off with the home wrecking queen. Hopped on her broom and she took him away. Didn't even care he's thrown away. 5 kids, 25 years out the window. Where did the love go? All of the promises that you made, you said forever
The sleepless nights had just begun. I know it wasn't easy with us five, but we did what we could to survive. It was 5 kids, 25 years out the window. Where did the love go? You said I do and I will, till death did you apart. But you don't and it hurts me still. How did we lose your heart? I never will forget the way I felt that cold December day. The last words he whispered in my ear, I'm sorry I threw away all you 5 kids, 25 years out the window. Then he let go. All of the promises that you made, you said forever, but you caved. You let another take you away. Now we play in the mess that you made. Some natural experience. I loaded up my wagon and I strapped on my guitar, but the friends I had said a voice that bad ain't getting me very far. 'Cause I'm busted, flat broken, I can't sing. I'ma follow all of my dreams. Gonna climb up the ladder, don't like it, don't matter. Gonna be on a billboard screen, cutting line at the Bluebird Cafe. Don't go by the book, don't like it, don't look, gonna be a big star someday. America Got Talent said that they seen better days. 'Cause I know Miranda Lambert when I get off on that stage. I'm busted, that broken, I can't sing. I'm living in my car and I'm low on gasoline. Eating food out of a jar don't help my self-esteem, but I'll suck it up, I won't give up my wanna-be dream. But I'm busted, that broke, and baby I can't sing. I ain't no quitter, I won't quit no way. Don't know the word stop, gonna go till I drop, but maybe I'll learn someday. I'm on a mission, feet don't fail me now. Gonna go with the flow, but the wind won't blow, so I'm going nowhere right now. Karaoke's waiting, and it's my turn to play. Well, don't look now, this I'm in Cali, won't get up out my way. I'm busted, flat broken, I can't sing. I'm living in my car, and I'm low on gasoline. Eating food out of a jar don't help my self-esteem, but I'll suck it up, I won't give up my wanna-be dream. But I'm busted, flat broke, and baby I can't sing. strapped on my guitar, but the friends I had said a voice that bad ain't getting me very far. 'Cause I'm busted, flat broken, I can't sing. Well, I'm busted, flat broken, I can't sing. I think they're trying to tell me I can't sing. Well, I'm busted, flat broken, I can't.
Need $1 million. Get out of this mess I'm in. Never seen it coming. It was a slap across my chin. FBI and SWAT team rolling through my yard, investigating my ass is going to be real hard.
Never found a baggie, never found a scale, never found a reason to put my ass in jail. Never found no money, 'cause we were friggin' broke. So he cuffed me up and sat me down, and I asked him for a smoke. Went into my bedroom, searched through all my clothes. Couldn't help but notice him scrunching up his nose. He asked me, now what's that damn odor in this place? But all I could do was sit there with a big smile on my face.
Need $1 million. Get out of this mess I'm in. Never seen it coming. It was a slap across my chin. FBI and SWAT team rolling through my yard, investigating my ass is going to be real hard.
They were getting angry, wasting all their time, looking around for everything that they couldn't find. They asked me a lot of questions, they knew that I had lied. With my damn luck, that van pulled up, the canine was inside. Dogs took off running right to where it was. I was shaking in my shoes, losing all my buzz. Policeman walked on back there and opened up the door. Well, they didn't have to wonder what that smell was anymore.
Need $1 million. Get out of this mess I'm in. Never seen it coming. It was a slap across my chin. FBI and SWAT team rolling through my yard, investigating my ass is going to be real hard.
We are all good people, never hurt anyone, just laying back and chilling, trying to have some fun. We never made no money, well that was not our goal, just trying to keep our good friends off pharmaceuticals.
Need $1 million. Get out of this mess I'm in. Never seen it coming. It was a slap across my chin. FBI and SWAT team rolling through my yard, investigating my ass is going to be real hard.
Oh, y'all like this song? Well, the sun's gonna shine on my world once more. Love's gonna live here again. Things are gonna be the way they were before. Love's gonna live here It's a song by Patsy Cline. If you got leaving on your mind, tell me now, get it over. Hurt me now, get it over. If you got leaving on your mind, if there's a new love in your heart, tell me now, get it over. Hurt me now, get it over. If there's a new love in your heart, in a world filled with dreams that might have been. Hurt me now, get it over. I may learn to love again. If there's a new love in your heart, tell me now, get it over. Hurt me now, get it over. If there's a new love in your heart, I did you wrong. My heart went out to play. In the game, I lost you. Shit. What a price to pay. I'm crying. Ooh. Baby, baby, ooh, baby, baby, mistakes, you know I made a few, but I'm only human. You've made mistakes too. I'm crying. Ooh, baby, baby. Ooh, baby, baby. I was just practicing. I just learned those songs and play something I know. Heading out this morning into the sun, riding on the diamond waves, little darling one. Warm winds caress her, her lover it seems. Oh, Annie, dreamboat Annie, little ship full of dreams. Oh, Annie, dreamboat Annie, little ship full of dreams. knows a lonely one whose head is in the clouds. Sad faces painted over with those magazine smiles, heading out to somewhere, won't be back for a while, won't be back, won't be back for a while.
I got the guitar, Joe. This is for Nancy Griffith. I'm so upset that I just couldn't believe it. You know, that she was a Texas singer to me, and 25 years ago I heard her sing Lone Star State of Mind and Once in a Blue Moon, and I never could sound like her, so I sang only a couple of her songs. I didn't want to sound like her. I liked the way she sounded so much that I didn't sing a lot of her songs, because I thought she was a unique singer, and she was like one of the top 5, Nancy Griffith, and then Patsy Cline, and Emmylou, Linda Ronstadt. That's kind of who shaped my voice. So. Your phone call took me by surprise today. Gee, it's been a long, long time since those hot and humid Texas nights when we went swimming in the tide. And Corpus Christi seems so far away, and I'm not talking about the miles. And there ain't much I wouldn't give today just to see one of your smiles. Well, it's 1,000 miles or more here to your front door. I'd be there tomorrow if I left today. Well, I'll just pack up my guitar. You know it's really not that far. When you called, you said I'd have a place to play. And here I sit in Denver, sipping the California wine. And I've got all night to remember you. Ooh, I'm in a Lone Star state of mind. I just saw John Wayne on the Late Late Show. Save the girl and ride away. And I was hoping as the credits rolled, you'd make it back to me someday. And here I sit in Denver, sipping the California wine. And I've got all night to remember you. I'm in a Lone Star state of mind. And I've got all night to remember song goes out to Helen. She always had me singing this song in the back of a Cadillac. We drive down in the Brom, and she had just gotten this Brom, and her husband was Frank, and they were a beautiful couple. I remember. I loved being around them, and I miss you both. You just can't seem to go back, right? But maybe this will take you back. Downtown tonight, I saw an old friend, someone who I used to take comfort from long before I met you. I caught a spark from his eyes, a forgotten desire. With a word or a touch, I could have rekindled that fire. Old flames can't hold a candle to you. No one can light up the night like you do. I caught a spark from his eyes, a forgotten desire. The old flames can't hold a candle to you. Ooh.
This is Len Amsterdam from Canada. Just want to let you all know about Jerry Mack's CountryMusicPlanet.com. Jerry's a legend in the country music scene as a master of ceremonies in Nashville and has introduced many of country music's biggest stars. Jerry Mack radio shows are well worth checking out. He has been known to extend a helping hand to many up-and-coming acts. Len Amsterdam Show salutes Jerry Mack and recommends you check out CountryMusicPlanet.com.
Hello, this is Jerry Mack, and it's my pleasure to be the guest on the Country Rose Show. How you doing today, Rose?
I'm doing great. Thank you so much for visiting with us today. It's such a huge pleasure.
Well, it's my pleasure being here at Country Rose.
Thanks. Hey, Jerry, everybody's been dying to when they heard that you were coming on. I've got a whole bunch of questions for you. Are you ready?
I am ready.
Okay, Jerry, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, I was born and raised a poor boy in Jackson, Tennessee, home of Carl Perkins and Eddie Arnold. I was raised in a government housing project, in the same project Carl lived in when he wrote great song Blue Suede Shoes. As a matter of fact, a good buddy of mine by the name of Kenny Vernon used to mow Carl's yard for 35 cents, and every now and then he'd take me over there and I'd help him, and he'd give me 15 cents because we did it with a push mower. Yeah, he owned the mower, so he got more money. And I was kind of around music, you know, all my life from a very early age. Kenny Vernon, who is traveling right now, as a matter of fact, with Merle Haggard, is one of the most talented people ever known. He lived right next door to me, and he was a big influence on my life. I had the pleasure of meeting when I was very young, 10 years old. I met Hank Williams Sr. Thought that was the biggest thing in the whole wide world. I was just sort of around it like a fly on the wall, and I saw them people, and then I moved to Memphis when I was 16, and the first job I got was at the Memphian Theater selling popcorn and Cokes and taking up tickets, and Elvis couldn't go to normal movies like most people, so he would have to rent the theater at night,
he was 23 years old at the time. I was 16, 1957. And that's when I first met him, because I'd have to stay there and serve him popcorn and Cokes and things like that. And I was just all around it. So I said, I've got to do something. And the first song I ever wrote in my life was a song I wrote with the intention of singing it to Elvis. And he was kind enough to stand there at the popcorn stand and listen to me sing it. But, of course, he didn't record it. It was called The Drugstore Rock. You go to the drugstore to look around. You see them, pick them up and putting them down.
Oh, my gosh.
And,
How awesome.
and so one thing just led to another, and I started off mainly in the backgrounds, booking bands I was going to high school with. I made my first dollar in the music business when I was 16 years old by booking a band I went to high school with. You had to remember it was in Memphis, and it was during the rockabilly era, you know, so that's where my roots really started from. Originally from country, and then it went to rockabilly, and then swung back to country again. And then later on, it went strictly country to the bone. But one of my biggest influences, of course, was Hank Sr. I just love Hank Sr., biggest fan of Hank Sr. in the world. As a matter of fact, I wrote a tribute to him, and if you'd like to, I'll let you play that tribute to Hank Sr. for these folks out there right now. Would you like to do that?
I would love it. I've heard it before, and I love it.
Okay, well, let's do that then, and then we can come back and you can talk to me a little bit more. How does that sound?
Sounds wonderful. Thanks so much.
You're welcome.
You've been gone a long time, Hank, but everyone down here still remembers you. Hank, everyone loved you so much because we all knew that you felt the same emotions that we do. You could put your joys and sorrows into songs, beautiful songs that would either make us laugh or cry. You are proof that you can have a huge effect on human life long after you die. It isn't easy for me to put into words the way I feel about how your music has affected me. You left us too soon, Hank, at the age of 29. But the songs that are yours will never leave. This is my tribute to you, Hank, that little boy you met when I was only 10. And I know somewhere in the sweet by and by that we will surely meet again. Hank, do you remember when you were a child and your mom would set you on her knee and sing That Little Boy of Mine? She didn't know then that you were going to grow up and be such a benefit to all mankind. You gave us so many songs that it would be impossible for me to pick what I would consider the best. But it wasn't only your songs that made you great, Hank. You see, as a good human, you passed the test. We can't turn back the years, Hank. If we could, a bunch of us would leave tonight just to catch one of your shows. It seems like the more time that passes, the more your popularity grows. Hank, if you don't mind, I'd rather not say anything sad like so long or goodbye. But I would like to tell you that without your music, I would be so lonesome I could cry.
Well, Jerry, it's an awesome, awesome song. Thank you so much for sharing it with our listeners.
It's my pleasure. Thank the listeners for listening to it. Thank you for liking it. I did write it from the bottom of my heart. I can tell you that.
It shows. It really shows. Now, I bet those early years when you met Elvis, you must have been pretty awestruck with him at that point in time, or not? When you first met him, was that at the beginning of his career?
He was already extremely famous. That's why he had to rent a theater to go to the theater. It was the Memphian Theater. He had to do that because he couldn't go to movies during the day. He'd get mobbed, at regular time. And he would bring his entourage with him, and he would usually set up in the balcony. Back in those days, you have to remember it was the days of segregation. And we were in the South, of course, in Memphis, and there was a side entrance that the blacks used to come in and go upstairs, and all the blacks had to sit in the balcony, and the whites would sit downstairs. Well, when Elvis came, he would usually go up to the balcony, and his closest friends would be sitting up in the balcony with him. A bunch of the others would be downstairs. A lot of the times, he would be sending people down to get his popcorn and Cokes, and so some of the times, I wouldn't even see him. You follow me?
Yeah.
But on occasion he would come in the front door, and he was just a great guy. He would have been a great guy whether he had ever sang a song or not. He was just a good human being, regardless of all the bad things that have been said about him. He was a great human being. Of course, he had his problems like everybody else. Everybody has their ups and downs. They're good and they're bad, and that's what we all should do. But he was just awesome. I've only met one other person in my life that had this. Well, no, I've met a few. But one in particular, I had the pleasure of introducing Tom Jones from stage one time, and he was just as awesome, and I can understand why he's so famous. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah. Oh, my goodness. Yeah, it's that likable charisma that some folks are just born with. Yeah, that's wonderful. Do you have any story that stands out? In your early years, I know you've sung with many famous folks other than yourself, and I'm sure you must have a great story to tell at some point. That's something that sticks out in your mind. Share it, if you wouldn't mind, with all of us.
If I can, I'd like to tell you a story that happened to stress to these people, a real quick story of how magic music is. A friend of mine by the name of Jack Patton, who had a lot to do with the creating and the promotion of the song Ghost Riders in the Sky, that's been recorded by hundreds and hundreds of people. He was in a rest home, and it was shortly before he died, and we knew he was going to die. And a friend of mine by the name of Joe Kid Baker went over to the rest home, and we volunteered to do a show over there, mainly because Jack was there. And I was singing, and it was old people. I'm talking about if they were 80, they were the youngest ones in the crowd. And I was singing You Are My Sunshine, and I went around with a cordless mic in front of the folks and put it up there, and this one lady started singing. People started crying and smiling and getting emotional, and after it was over, I asked what went on there, and they told me that lady had not spoken a word in 2 years. That is as important a thing that's ever happened to me in the music business. In other words, music, something about that song, is that a miracle or what?
That's definitely a miracle. And it's amazing when they say that folk actually use that so much as therapy. I truly believe that.
I'll tell you what, why don't you play my song, You Win Again, then we'll come back and talk some more.
Sounds wonderful.
Oh, Hank Sr. song, You Win Again.
The news is out all over town that you've been seen running around. I know that I should leave, but then I just can't go. You win again. This heart of mine could never see what everybody knew but me. Just trust in you was my great sin. What can I do? You win again. I'm sorry for
your victim now. 'Cause soon his head, like mine, you'll bow. He'll give his heart, but all in vain. And someday say you win again. You have no heart, you have no shame. You take true love and give the blame. I guess that I should not complain. I love you still, you win again.
Are you there, Rose?
Yes, I am. I'm sorry. I was just taking a little swig of water.
Well, I'm drinking some coffee myself. I guess these folks out know there need to know that you're in Maine and I'm in Pennsylvania, and this is a high-tech world, and we're just like we're sitting in the living room with each other, aren't we?
Yes, it's a wonderful world today with this high-tech stuff, which I don't know half of how it operates, but I'm glad it's there.
I kind of got into the singing as an accident because I was doing shows at an MC one time, and a guy didn't show up, so I had to do the singing.
Oh, no.
You know what I'm saying? And so I was kind of forced into that part of it. I've done everything. I've sold T-shirts with entertainers. I've booked them. I've managed them. I've had the great pleasure of knowing some of the most famous people in the world and some of the most talented people in the world, and some of those, of course, famous, and some that people would never hear of. But they're so talented. There's so many talented people.
Oh, it's amazing. It seems every day I meet more and more, and I'm sure you even more so.
Well, I was entertainment director at Gillies on Music Row in Nashville for quite a few years, and every singer that came to Nashville wanted to sing there, you know. And some of them that are household names now, there's no telling how many of them I was the first person to ever get them on stage, you know. Wade Hayes, I don't know if you know who Wade is.
I've heard the name. I don't know him personally, but I've heard of him.
Wade had 4 or 5 #1 hits. Wade he was on stage with me every night for 9 months there at Gillies. He was the lead guitar player in our band there, and every one of them boys that was in our band are traveling with some, you know, well-known entertainer now. But my best friends that, well, I wouldn't say that because I don't want to say anything about just the ones that sing, but the ones that I really relate to are the songwriters. I've had the pleasure of knowing some of the greatest songwriters in the world.
It's amazing.
I miss being in Nashville so much. I moved up here to Pennsylvania to be with my grandchildren. I'm 65 years old now.
How many grandchildren do you have?
We have a dozen, but there's 4 of them up here.
Oh, my goodness. What a blessing.
There wasn't but 3 when we got up here 2 years ago. Now we got another one. So there's 4 up here now.
Well,
and,
with 7 children, there has to be a huge family gathering that you have.
Well, big in Memphis, because I come from a family of 10. My mom and dad had 10. I can't even start to count the number of nephews, nieces, and all that. And
We have that in common. I'm the oldest of 11.
Wow.
Yeah, there's 9 of us living right now, but yeah, I'm the oldest of 11.
Well, there's 8 of us living. I had one brother that was murdered and one brother that died, both of them at the age of 48. You know, life throws us different curves, don't it?
It certainly does. Oh, that's unbelievable. Now, I read somewhere that a big congratulations is in order for you. 50 years in the music industry?
Well, let me see. It's actually only been 49.
Oh, it's coming, the big 5.
Yeah, it was January 1957 when I first ever did the first thing. 16 years old. How would you think those listeners out there would like to hear my tribute to Minnie Pearl, because I was such a big fan of hers?
Well, I personally am a huge fan of Minnie Pearl's also, and I'm certain that there has to be some other listeners who would love. It would be an honor to hear that song.
All right, well, let's give them a taste of my tribute to Minnie Pearl.
Sounds great.
I was a child of the 40s. sitting around that big old radio with my dear mama and daddy listening to the opera show. I remember hearing Howdy as friendly as I've ever heard. And oh, how we laughed on Saturday nights to the jokes of sweet Minnie Pearl. Her real name was Sarah Cannon, but we knew her as Minnie Pearl. And in her private life, she was great, helping people throughout the world. She was friends with more presidents than most of us have ever seen. But she loved the real common folk. Yeah, she was the opera queen. Minnie was an entertainer, a character loved by all. And you have to think of her old straw hat when you think of the Ryman Hall. She was just so proud to be here, and we were so proud to have her. A young lady from Grinder Switch. She was truly country music's real pearl. Minnie, I'm just someone who's real thankful to have been on this earth with you. Many great ladies will follow, but none will ever feel your Mary Jane shoe. You were queen of the Grand Ole Opry for 40 years and some more. And you took our hearts with you when you walked through heaven's door. Yes, Minnie, you're gone from us now, but you left sweet memories behind. We will never forget you, ma'am. You will forever be on our mind.
Country Rose, you ask me anything you want to.
Okay. Well, your Country Music Planet is quite the huge domain with anything imaginable on country music.
Country Rose, countrymusicplanet.com got over 600,000 hits this past month.
I believe it.
I started off back when there wasn't even any such thing as streaming audio. I had the first 30-minute country music radio show ever on the internet, streaming in real audio. And now there's thousands of them out there, I guess.
Oh yeah.
I've got a lot of very talented country music entertainers, most of them independent, that are citizens of the Country Music Planet, that I'm so thankful to just be in a position of where it helps them. I really am. I just like to figure out a way to make some big money with it, but that's not the main reason I'm in it. If it was all for money, I'd I guess probably been a car salesman or something, you know.
Yeah.
Or like you, a banker.
That's right. That's my folks. That's the big secret's out.
Oh, I'm sorry. I let out the secret.
That's okay. There's nobody better to let out the secret but you, Jerry. So, yes, by profession, daytime, I wear the banker's cap, yes. But all other times, I just love being Country Rose.
Well, let me tell you something, Country Rose. You're just as important to the country music world as Garth Brooks or Reba McEntire or Faith Hill or Carrie Underwood or any of the others, because without folks like you doing the things that you're doing and getting the word out there and talking to people like me and talking to some of these independent country entertainers that need your help so badly, they're all so extremely talented. But in this world today, it takes more than talent. Unfortunately, it takes an awful lot of money sometimes to get, yourself recognized. Everything's a chain now. They don't have any corner hamburger stands too many places anymore. It's all McDonald's, Wendy's, and things like that. Music business, same way. Big conglomerates, And in order to get in with the big boys, you've got to. It's the days of Hank Sr. coming down with a guitar and singing a song, to Nashville. Those days are over, and it takes a lot of hard work. And I got a lot of respect for people like you. That's why I'm doing this show, Country Rose, because you are contributing very much so to the world of country music. You and Lynn Amsterdam both are very much contributing to help so many independent entertainers. And websites like soundclick.com, that is a fabulous website that I recommend anybody going to. And they can find your show there too, for sure, can't they?
Yes, they can. In fact, usually in other worlds, we have like smaller segments of the full show. I would love to have them tune in anytime. I'm just overwhelmed and thrilled that you took the time out of your busy day, because I'm certain you're very busy, to spend a little bit of time with this little Mainer.
Well, it was my pleasure being on your show, Country Rose. And I thank you so, so very much for all you're doing here.
Well, it's a huge pleasure to play so many talented folks. Hopefully my little show can help them in a big way. Jerry, again, I can't thank you enough.
You're very welcome.
It's been a huge pleasure.
Thank you.
Anytime you're in Maine, let me know.
I will.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you so much.
This is Jerry Mack with the Country Music Planet, located on the internet at countrymusicplanet.com and countrymusicplanet.net. Welcome to Inside Nashville Country Music Radio Show. My guest on this show is Country Rose, and she has a radio show of her own. We're going to talk a little bit about the country music artist she's been working with and a little bit about her. How are you doing today, Country Rose?
I'm doing great, Jerry. Thank you so much for having me.
Well, you're very welcome. You're very, very, very welcome. I've been listening to some of your shows at soundclick.com. Do you have your shows being done anywhere else?
Well, we have I have a partner. His name is actually, I'm kind of a side hand of the Len Amsterdam show. And he's based out of Ontario, Canada. And he has many, many venues on the internet, including places like Google Video, vMix, many, too many to even mention. And
well, more than likely, all anyone has to do is just go to Google and type in Lynn Amsterdam, and it'll probably come up with a lot of different places where you can go listen to that show, right?
Yes, because he's very, very well known for his shows on the internet, and I'm very fortunate to have been asked to join his team, and it's quite an awful lot of fun meeting all these wonderful artists and a lot of upcoming independent artists. It's a really big joy.
How did you get started into this?
Well, it's like a flip thing. First of all, I've always loved music, but I can't sing a note in a bucket. So, we scratched that one real fast in life. But I have a very dear friend that I've known since she was like 11 years old, and who's quite a talented young lady by the name of Vicki Lee, and who lives in Maine, where, I'm from also. And I started, pretty much managing her. And it quite started by accident. It started with doing her domain. And it started by my helping her get gigs and, you know, name it, I've done it. And still am doing it. And of course, she has a very talented little niece also by the name of Melissa Lynn, who's 13 years old, whom I also try to help out too, because they're both quite amazing. But I wanted to, the more independent artists I met, the more talent I found, and the more I wanted to help more people. So I started first of all as a little tiny little show called Country Twist, and it was on SoundClick also. And I had named myself DJ Happy, thinking pretty much maybe along the idea of my grandchildren and all this. I wanted something fun and cute and, you know, sweet. But I was approached by Len Amsterdam, and, you know, the rest is history.
So everything's working out fine for you in that department then. Well, I'll tell you what, let's do. Let's play a little bit of this young lady you're talking about, Vicki Lee, and then we'll come back and we'll talk a little bit more. So, folks, right now, get ready for Vicki Lee performing Dealt a Losing Hand.
Like the changing of the tides, all good things have to end. This brave lady died today, a sister, a friend. Her hopes and dreams were shattered. Life was not as she planned. She was told her days were numbered, dealt a losing hand. Dealt a losing hand. She was holding on, played her cards so very well, never once complained. She took it right on the chin, not a chance for her to win. Dealt a losing hand. When her loved ones gathered around to say their last goodbyes, she could not hide the tears that welled up in her eyes. Don't worry about me, soon I'll have peace of mind. Live your life to the fullest, cherish every day and time. Down to losing hand, yet no one could ever tell. She was holding on, played her cards so very well, never once complained. She took it right on the chin, not a chance for her to win. losing him. Not a chance for her to win. Dealt a losing hand.
Did Vicki Lee write that song?
No, it was written by her mother, Laura Smith, who's quite an amazing lady as far as songwriting. And it was written for her fiancé's sister who passed away from cancer and holds a dear spot in all their hearts. It's pretty much the story about a young lady who passes away and who thought more of everyone else but herself, just wanting to make her last days more comfortable for them. And it's just a beautiful, beautiful song.
Tell me a little bit about her 13-year-old niece, Melissa Lynn. That must be quite a story. She's quite a talented young lady, 13 years old, too.
She certainly is. I've seen her from very, very little singing, and she started out just watching her aunt, and you could see that she just enjoyed it and everything else. And one day, karaokeing, you know, her vocals just started coming out. She released her first album at age 9, and one of the songs on that album that really sticks out an awful lot and has been quite popular in Maine is called Boys Are Gross and Yucky. And it is the cutest little thing, you know, and it'll make you laugh. It's just cute. But she's also releasing a new album along with her brothers and her dad, who are all very talented. And that's soon. Well, it's in the print right now. So it's any day now. It'll be available.
Seems to me like Vicki Lee and Melissa Lynn come from a very talented family.
They are. They're so unbelievable, you know, between the poetry and the songwriting, the singing. They're just a joy to be around. They really are. But little Melissa Lynn, I know will enjoy her charisma on stage also. She's got that, I don't know, I can't explain it, but she's totally at ease on that stage. And the people just adore her.
Well, I know they're going to be looking forward to hearing this song I'm going to play of hers, but along with that, I'm going to play 2 in a row. There's another gentleman you're working with by the name of Chris Fife.
Yeah.
And tell me what your relationship with him is. Is he just someone that you're trying to help a little bit or what?
Well, he's another Mainer. And of course, you know, my heart's in Maine. And he originally was with a quite popular band for a little bit under 15 years, I believe. The band's name was Aces and Eights. And name it, they were everywhere in New England. He's got a gorgeous voice and just very, very talented individual that I thought your listening audience would just enjoy. He's a delight.
Well, let's give the listening audience a little taste of him, and let's follow it up with a Melissa Lynn song. So right now, folks, let's get ready with 2 in a row. Chris Fife doing Her, the USA, and Melissa Lynn doing Old Glory. 2 patriotic songs in a row.
One thing's for certain, and of this I have no doubt, I truly love her, and she's looking out for me right now. Some try to take her, but she's faithful to the core, and I'm staying here beside her and learn to love her that much more.
She loves her freedom. Lord knows she's earned it through the years, and I'd give my life for her, along with my blood, my sweat and tears. And it's no big secret that a lot of men have done the same, and I don't mind saying I wouldn't have it any other way. She stands tall and proud, and I'm glad to be living here today. The home of the brave and the free, the USA, yeah, the USA. She stands tall and proud, and I'm glad to be living here today. The home of the brave and free, the USA, yeah, the USA. She stands tall and proud, and I'm glad to be living here today. The home of the brave and the free, the USA, yeah, the USA, the USA. The USA. The USA.
Americans everywhere live in fear and anxiety. But we won't falter, we won't quit. We will fight for our liberty. Oh, glory, lead us to victory, as you have done before. Through all the raging battles, let us win what we're fighting for. Oh, glory, you wave with valor, both towards bad upon and burn. From any damaging warfares and bitter sons of rain, your stars still shine brightly, courageous, bold, and true. Oh, glory, you are honored with pride. Oh, glory, oh, glory, oh, glory. America salutes you. America means freedom, a land where justice comes. We won't lose faith, give up hope. God will protect us all. Oh, glory about no one you never have before. We're undivided, invincible. We'll prevail forevermore. Oh, glory, you wave of valor, go towards that on and burn. From many damaging warfares and bitter lessons learned, your stars still shine brightly, courageous, bold, and true. Oh, glory, you are honored with pride. Oh, glory, oh, glory, oh, glory. America loves you. God bless America. God bless the glory. And God bless us all. Oh, glory, you wave valor, go towards that on and burn. For many damaging warfares and bitter lessons learned, your stars still shine brightly. They're courageous, bold, and true. Oh, glory, you are honored with pride. Oh, glory, oh, glory, oh, glory. America salutes you.
Let's talk a little bit about your buddy, Lynn Amsterdam. Without his assistance to you, this may not be happening because it brought you to a different level in the music business, hasn't it?
It certainly has. Yeah, he's very, very unique. It's not just that Len promotes and tries to play independent artists in the country venue. He also will do rock, and he does pop. He wants to get the music out, and that's his mission in life, and he does it very, very well. It's actually, I can't hold a hat next to what he's accomplished for bringing such talented folks to the forefront. It's just amazing. So, no, anything he can think of to create a new venue for someone, he does.
Well, is there anything that you would like to say to the folks out there listening? Anything in particular that just out of your little brain would like to come out and say to these folks? Something that I haven't thought to ask you? Something you'd like to share with them?
As far as the music?
As far as anything is concerned. Music or anything else. It's your moment in time.
Well, all I can say is that keep supporting the music. Keep making it all about the music, the artist, the talent. And we need the listeners out there to request these artists, to their radio stations. Not just, the folks I'm mentioning here today, but their favorites. Their favorite local, their favorite major, their whoever they love. Support them, promote them, and let the music be heard. And that's pretty much what I'm all about.
Well, I know there's a lot of independent entertainers out there that are thankful that folks like you exist, because without you helping them, then they would have less fans, fewer listeners, and it's really a great thing that you're doing. And that's why I wanted you to be on the show, is because my old black country hat is tipped to Country Rose for the work that she's doing to help promote some of these independent entertainers. I'm going to close the show with a song by someone by the name of Farrell B. Rand, a song called Driving to Jamaica. Is there any thing that you would like to say in closing, Country Rose?
Yes, it's been a huge honor talking with you, Jerry. I mean, it's impressive. 50 years in the music industry. Very, very impressed with everything that you've accomplished. And I'm just overwhelmed and thrilled to be on your show today. Thank you so much.
Well, the main thing I've accomplished is I managed to raise 7 children doing it. So
really,
that's my main accomplishment. But anyway, thank you very much for being a guest on the show. And right now we're going to close the show, folks, with Pharoah D. Rand singing a song called "Dream to Jamaica."
You wake up laughing to yourself. What happened late last night? I know you're not yourself. Outside the rumors fly, it must be someone else. I say let the rumors fly, tell them all to go to hell. 'Cause we're driving to Jamaica. Come on, baby, tell me you say you will. Yeah, we're driving to Jamaica. Come on, baby, tell me you say you will. You're such a cautious girl to leave it all behind. There are no guarantees, just memories to find. Your car is waiting and you love to take a ride. I have no sympathy for what we leave behind. 'Cause we're driving to Jamaica. Come on, baby, tell me you say you will. Yeah, we're driving to Jamaica. Come on, baby, tell me you say you. Years from now we'll wonder how this place we knew so well could not accept the fact you never kiss and tell. You forget the lies, you like to wish them well. But it's time to get away, time to help yourself. 'Cause we're driving to Jamaica. Come on, baby, tell me you say you will. Yeah, we're driving to Jamaica. Come on, baby, tell me you say you.
This is Jerry Mack with the Country Music Planet, located on the internet at countrymusicplanet.com and countrymusicplanet.net. Welcome to Inside Nashville Country Music Radio Show. Our guest on this show is a very talented young lady from the great state of Texas by the name of Liz Talley. Liz, how are you doing today?
Oh, how are you doing, Jerry? I'm doing fine.
Well, I'm doing real good because I know in just a few minutes I'm going to be able to listen to some great country music being sang by a great country music singer and songwriter.
Well, thank you so much. I'm glad you like my songs and a little bit of country music, a little bit of Texas swing. I think we're going to hear, and maybe even the rockabilly song I think you've got lined up for us tonight.
I certainly do, Liz. And speaking of the rockabilly song, which we'll get to later, but didn't somebody real famous, kind of endorsed that song just like a week or so ago?
They sure did. My good friend Wanda Jackson gave me a real nice plug on that. And I sent you that newsletter, in fact, that Rockabilly Queen gives thumbs up to Rockabilly Baby.
Now that's quite
real
a
nice of her.
yes. Now that's quite a compliment because she is the queen of rockabilly.
Yes, she is. In fact, I wrote that song with her in mind. Went to see her at a concert here in Houston, and that's where I got the idea. And went home and wrote it, and then we had a little rockabilly song.
Did you write this song, "Stranger in My Arms"?
No, I didn't. A friend of mine here in Houston actually is a co-writer on that, Mr. Keith McCoy, and he wrote that with Curtis Wayne, who is a big songwriter that wrote Love Bug, and I think he wrote several hits for Conway, Next in Line, and just a great song. I heard the demo years ago and carried it around with me until I got to a position where I could do some recording. I just loved the demo, and I think the guys did a knockout job cutting it.
Where did you record the song?
In Drasco, Arkansas. Little bitty spot in the road with this just knockout studio sitting right in the middle of nowhere. And Wayne Rainey, you remember him.
Yes.
It's his grandson's studio, and they just do a fabulous job.
It's amazing to how many spots in this country that you can find great studios and great musicians and great producers and great engineers, isn't it?
It really is. When they said we're going to cut in Arkansas, I was like, what? And I sure am glad I did, because they just, it's just top-notch organization out there. The studio's beautiful, and everybody's so nice, and just great pickers. Just talented bunch of guys, those session guys.
Well, I'll tell you what let's do right now. Let's give those folks out there all over the world an opportunity to hear one of your songs.
That would be great. Some real country music, too.
That's right. So, folks, right now, get ready for Liz Talley performing Stranger in My Arms.
I'm gonna hold you